Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. His Excellency H.R. Bharadwaj, respected Vedic scholars, Vedic followers, admirers and devotees of Bharati Vidya Bhavan as well as ISKCON. ISKCON, our International Society for Krishna Consciousness, is extremely happy to have been given an opportunity to host this Vedic conference in this temple premises conceived by Bharati Vidya Bhavan, Bangalore. Nothing is as auspicious as this location where Lord Krishna resides. Lord Krishna himself says in Bhagavad Gita, Vedaischa sarvair aham veva vedyo vedanta krit vedavid eva chaham. By the Vedas I am to be known, I am the compiler of Vedanta and I am the knower of the Vedas. As soon as our dear friend Sri K.G. Raghavan mooted this idea, I grabbed this opportunity. On this occasion, I'd like to talk about Krishna and the Vedas. ISKCON Acharya Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, the greatest exponent of Krishna consciousness, in a short span of 11 years from 1966 to 77, spread the message of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavat Purana and the Sankirtana of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra all over the world and starting from the West. Srila Prabhupada was asked why he was successful in converting so many people to Hinduism, to which Srila Prabhupada replied, we convert atheist class of men to take to God consciousness. God is one. It is not the question of Christianity, Hindu or Muslim. Any religion that teaches to love God is genuine. It has nothing to do with Hinduism, Mohammedanism, etc. Thus, he succeeded because he presented Krishna not as a sectarian god of Hindus, but as Parabrahman, the absolute truth. Srila Prabhupada came in the tradition of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the 15th century saint and incarnation of Lord Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the founder of the philosophy of Achintya Bheda Abheda Tattva. ISKCON teaches that absolute truth or God is simultaneously a transcendental, limitless person, Parabrahman, and impersonal Brahman, as revealed in the Vedas, Upanishads, and Puranas. It is for the first time that a presentation of Vedic knowledge with emphasis on the personal aspect of Parabrahman or Bhagavan was made all over the world through the empowered work of Srila Prabhupada. Krishna is presented all over the world by Srila Prabhupada as that transcendental personality who is the cause of all causes, Sarvakarana Karanam, not the limited person of flesh and blood, but the kind of person described in Svetasvatara Upanishad. That absolute truth has no material legs and hands, but has spiritual hands with which he accepts everything offered to him. And also similarly, Bhagavan has no material eyes, but he does have spiritual eyes that sees all. Although he has no material ears, he hears all, possessing all perfect material senses. He knows present, past, and future. Again, Krishna is not a limited person of flesh and blood, but who is described in the Katha Upanishad as Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam Eko Bahunam Yo Vidadhati Kaman. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is a maintainer of innumerable entities in terms of their different situations according to individual work and reaction. Cautioning us against extending material conception of limited person of this world to Krishna, he himself reveals in Bhagavad Gita that he is not a person of flesh and blood subject to birth, death, old age as ordinary mortals. Avajananti maam muda manush tanum ashritam. Only the fools regard me as an ordinary person. He also declared that janma karma chame divyam evam yo viti tattvataha tektva deham punarjanmaniti mameti so Arjuna. O Arjuna, one who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not upon leaving the body take his birth again in this material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. Such is the power of true understanding of absolute truth as a non-material, yet a person, but one who is the cause of all causes and maintaining the creation. The Rig Veda, which are hymns in praise of devatas, and they all end with the word Om Tat Sat. Om Rig Veda also states Om Tat Vishnu Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Surya, meaning the devatas are always looking at the supreme abode of Vishnu. In the Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says Om Tat Sat iti nirdesho brahmanas trividaha smritaha brahmanas tena vedascha yajnascha vihitaha pura. From the beginning of creation, the three words Om Tat Sat were used to indicate the supreme absolute truth. These three symbolic representations were used by Brahmanas while chanting the hymns of the Vedas and during sacrifices for the satisfaction of the Supreme. The Vedas are the manual of the universe. All scientific knowledge of the world is contained in them. While being so, Lord Krishna also reminded that Vedas are mainly meant to raise the life of a man to a transcendental level beyond material nature, which is the ultimate purpose of Vedas. Thus, the ultimate purpose of the Vedas are even beyond the Vedas. Men of scientific knowledge are very much attached. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna also warns about giving overemphasis to the material aspects of the Vedas. Kamatmatmana swargapara janma karma phala pradam kriya vishesha bahulam bhogaishwarya gatim prati. Men of small knowledge are very much attached to flowery words of the Vedas, which recommend various fruitive activities for elevation to heavenly planets, resultant good birth, power, and so forth. Being desire of sense gratification and opulent life, they say that there is nothing more than this. Vyasadeva, who compiled all the Vedic literatures, found himself in a state of lack of complete satisfaction. Then his guru Narada came to him and directed him to compose a work in direct praise of Vishnu or Krishna. This is a background in which Vyasadeva composed Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is described by Vyasadeva as a mature fruit of Vedic knowledge. Nigama kalpataror galitham phalam chukamukhad amrit dhrava samyutam.